So still saturation 75% is bradying down.
You have to crank him.
Before the cry.
Before.
Well, I like that. I mean, you can cry them, of course,
Yes,
but let's say before the cry.
I was too indecisive before. And
I know, you're very decisive.
now
It's
I'm
good.
too
There's no problem of actually cracking that patient. But there is something that you can do before the cry. What is it?
So we can try
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
nasotracheal intubation. Thank you.
All right, just shove the tube in the nose. We couldn't do it. Okay, next.
So we're gonna leave this one. Back it up just a little. Pull the cuff up to 20
There's
cc's
two holes
and try
here
again.
and two holes here. Put one, inflate the balloon. Put the other, and inflate the balloon. You know, so it's gonna go in the larynx. Okay, that's fine. Let's assume you couldn't do it. It's so big, his tongue is so huge, you can't do anything. What's the next step?
We have to crank him.
No, before the cry.
Before the crank?
No, cut his tongue off. Intubating LMA.
Oh, the intubating element.
All right, so.
It's in the third
so
drawer.
one second. I'm the nurse because no nurse wants to help me here.
Alright,
Right here.
No.
Oh, give him this. Give him this. Give him this. Give him this.
What is this called?
Can I have a lube, please?
Lube is here.
Oh, this is a regular element.
Ah.
You need the intubating element.
So I gave you the wrong one, Professor Ravi, for
education purposes?
For educational purposes.
But I did see the intubating element.
All right. So basically, I removed this. I really removed this from the airway algorithm. It's really, it should not be done. It only should be done if you don't have the intubating element. If you have the intubating element, there's no need.
Oh,
to
you actually want it?
Let's not use the regular element because it's a step that needs to be removed and then intubated again. The intubating element saves a step. So let's put the regular element and see if you can. Let's put the regular LMA first, but although that's not going to be part of our algorithm. Our algorithm, I'll show you the other one, is the intubating LMA, right? So how are we going to do it? Show me the technique.
So we're going to put our finger down here.
Wrong.
And you go on the other hand?
Wrong. The two nails under the bell like this. Under here. Why? Because these you need to push against the heart palate. Right? Push against the heart palate hard. 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 He doesn't get me, it's from New Orleans. Alright, and then we'll inflate the balloon here. And then we're gonna give the breaths. Alright. Meanwhile, Professor Lavender is getting us the real intubating element, the one that we didn't need for this.
Oh, I'm getting it?
Yeah.
Okay, where was it?
I'm gonna leave you to drown. Tick tock, tick tock. Patient is dying. 75, bradying down.
Is this it?
You didn't ask for the atropine. Atropine?
Is this it? Or
No.
What do you need? I don't even know what you
The
need.
fourth row. Fourth row.
Oh, fourth row.
Fourth row. This is called the intubating LMA. This one here.
Oh, okay.
All right. So it's a whole kit that comes in. So if you see this, you're gonna say, why do I even need to go with the other LMA? Other LMA is only made like in an ambulance or something. Quickly, just put something. Right, here you go. So this is exactly the same thing, but you do two advantages. Number one, you don't put your finger in anybody's mouth, and number two, you have the lubrication there. Here. All right. So you don't have to put your nails anywhere or whatever. Just put it the usual way. Hold it like this, like this. Yeah. That's it. See? Anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. Even if you've never done it before, just take this thing and put it, and you save somebody's life. You know, there's no privileges to do this, by the way. You don't need privileges to do it to save somebody's life as a good Samaritan, right? That's the enemies, right?
Yes.
We're not good Samaritans. We're Bractonians. Okay, wait. Oh, he missed a step. He missed a step.
Oh, I gotta inflate. No, I inflated. Oh, I gotta inflate this thing.
Yeah. No, but that's not the step. That's inflated. He missed the step.
him a little bit.
That's right. So I've done this mistake million times. You put this and you quickly want to just go for the tube because you're so revved up. Calm everybody down, put the CO2 detector first, ventilate the patient, give him oxygen, control the situation, calm everybody, don't worry, the patient is going to survive. Now let's intubate the patient, okay? So now the intubation, you got this?
Yeah.
Mannequin is a little bit difficult.
Okay, got it.
All right, so that goes through, and then what is the chocolate lavender doing? What
What
does he do?
do you want me to do?
We're gonna help the doctor.
No, okay, okay.
There's a piece,
There's a piece missing. Well, it's useless now. The patient is still gonna get this thing, but it still dies. We can't ventilate him. Yeah, so he improvised. He took that piece. This piece comes here, but it fell away. Basically, it comes just try as much as you can. So if that is not happening, give me a 7 tube, any 7 tube, and we get the piece from it.
I'm gonna take a Christmas tree actually.
Here.
I feel like I should complain about the lubrication.
The
It's all
lubrication
over
is
the
too
way.
much, yeah. So this comes without the adapter, so without the adapter we're cooked. You know, so we still have the thing, so inflate and blah blah blah, and that's it. Okay? So we're done with that scenario. So with interest of time, done with that scenario, take everything out. This is not working. You put it didn't work, what are we gonna do? What are you gonna do? No, not yet.
Not yet.
I mean, it must be malposition then if it's.
Well, it's not working. He pushed here and everything is not working. So what are we gonna do? The combi tube. You can't lose an airway in the presence of a combi tube in your hospital. That's it. The combi tube is made for paramedics. When they go and like the car is flipped upside down and the patient's doing like this and not breathing, and they go like this. Done. It's so easy.
So all this is available on the floor?
No, they're available in difficult airway cars. So there's 4 or 5 difficult airway cars in the hospital. One in the ICU, one in the endo, one in the OB and OB, and one in the OR, and I think one in the ER. So this is the combi tube right here.
This one?
Yeah. So this is the combi tube, right? So what we do, this is a combi tube. We're gonna open it. Right now the ER use it and they call it the king tube, or the ambulances use it, they call it the king tube. It's the same thing, but it has some, they blocked one of the opening and it's shorter. But the combi tube is better. So here, just show them 1 second. The combi tube, basically, it usually goes in the esophagus. We inflate this with 20 cc's, we inflate this with 100 cc's. This 20 cc's here will block the esophagus, and this one will block the pharynx up here. And these holes here will ventilate, it's almost like an LMA. So lubricated. Okay, and then we'll put it, I really advocate doing it also with the laryngoscope.
Oh.
Yeah, like you have a laryngoscope and try with the laryngoscope to put it in the larynx, but if you couldn't put it, that's fine. All right, and then we'll inflate 100 cc's and 20 cc's in there. So we're done with the airway algorithm. I just want to show you a couple of things, and you guys can just for fun. Here. This one here. Did you guys hear about something called the jet ventilator? Jet ventilator? So jet ventilator.
Kids, you see the kids.
Yes, jet ventilator, if you can't get a cric, which I don't know why you wouldn't be able to, but let's say there's a disaster and you can't get a cric and you can only get a 14 gauge or even 18 gauge angiocath to put it here. You can't ventilate effectively from something like this, right? So you can hook it up to the wall directly from here, from this one here, not from here. Like before the flow meter, right here. And use a gun. There's a gun actually. Boom, 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 and that gun gives a lot of like a jet ventilation basically. And it accumulates CO2 a little bit, but it oxygenates the patient, right? So if you don't have the gun, which most we don't buy that. It's like ridiculous. I think the one that we have, we throw it out, right? You can make it quickly. So what you do? This is a kit that we made. It's actually in the difficult airway card, so people don't have to look for it. Let's say we place this using a needle and everything. This comes out. You remove the needle so nobody gets, whatever. And this is inside the larynx like this. What you do, what we did here, or you can do it yourself, but our central supply makes it already for us. Basically, take a 3 cc syringe and remove the plunger, and take a 7 tube adapter, like this one, the adapter in the tube, the upper part of the tube. And after you remove the plunger, just hook it up to shove it in a 3 cc syringe, and this way, you can hook an ambu bag here. And by hooking an ambu bag, you can just simulate the jet ventilator the same way the jet ventilator works. This is the cheapest jet ventilator ever.
So it's a 14 gauge angiocath,
14
a 3
gauge.
cc syringe, and
Yeah. And then the last thing, if you're in a plane and you wanna just drink somebody, buy this one. I don't know who sells it, so this is not advertisement. But anyway, it comes out like this. By the way, they let me go through this in Logan Airport. That's crazy. Anyway, so it comes out like this, right? You remove this, right? You puncture, you remove this, and put it like this.
Wow.
Done.
What's it called?
I have no idea.
Yeah, but then, do they have an airbag on the plane?
It's from New Orleans, by the way. Somebody, yeah.
Have you ever used it?
No, I just have it with me.
You're just waiting for it.
But I'm sure somebody's gonna find it and throw it in the garbage when I pass in the airport.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, that's it. Any questions? We have 10 minutes for questions.
Is this done with gloves on?
The infection control person, he caught us. You did catch us. You should have
So
said,
what,
yes.
seriously, everything's done sterilely as
Oh,
much
not
as you
sterile
can?
gloves. None of that is sterile gloves.
No, just regular
no.
gloves.
Not even the cry. Just quickly, you know, everything is dirty here, so and it's an emergency.
You want me to stop your production?
Well, let's see if somebody else has a question. Chocolate lavender.
I'm still processing everything I've been watching. There's a lot of new stuff.
Well, but if you watch this algorithm that we have here, you just go step by step. You're never gonna miss. Especially what I really advocate for everybody. This algorithm, the first page. This is the algorithm when you have time. The second page when it's a disaster. When you have time, you don't need to memorize it. That's other people will memorize. But the one that you really need to memorize 100% is at the second page when you have a disaster. That's the one, which is very easy. I can summarize it for you. You have a disaster, ambu bag with 1 million people. Good, glidoscope. Bad, intubating LMA, combi tube, trach. How much easier that could be. That's your whole disaster management in an airway, so you don't lose the patient. Other stuff that you can remember it later. Okay? Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you.